Hello students of standard 3rd. Today I have come with the next lesson. Now lesson number 2. So many kinds of animals. Now here you can see the different animals. Now in this lesson you are going to learn the different kinds of animals, their features and how they live and their size, colors. So, in the next page, you will see now the animals that fly in the sky, the animals that live in water, and the animals those who live on the land and they feed their young ones. So, these are the different kinds of animals and their features. Now, we are of different colors. Now see this here, the buffalo is dark black while the crane is white. These are the nature's gift. Now peacock is having the different colors. So this is the animals gifted by the natures. They are gifted by the nature. So they are having the such different features. Now the here you can see the goat. It is of medium size, not very big. The squirrel is small. The horse is again big. Then the next example here is given the earthworm and the cockroach. They are very small. Even the gnats and ants are very tiny. So this is the size. These are the different colors of the animals with different size. Now in the next you will see the animals living in the jungles. We move in different ways. Now the elephant, they live in the jungles. They are heavy, their legs are heavy and they cannot run at a very great speed and they live in jungle. While the squirrel is a small animal and it climbs the tree and runs swiftly along the branches. While the deer lives in the jungle and it runs swiftly. The frog, now, how is the frog? The frog is small and it has a long hind legs and it can easily hop, jump, and leap. So, this is the different ways in which the animals live. They move in a different ways. Now, here you will see the animals with useful animals. Now here you can see the buffalo. How is it useful? Because it gives milk. Now cows, buffaloes and goats, as you know, gives milk. The dog guards our house. Now here you can see the picture of the bullock. The bullock helps the farmer in farming, and the donkey, it carries the heavy loads. So these are the animals with different use. We look after the animals. Now we humans, they look after these animals and we also take care of them. They are given different variety of foods also, and they live in the shades. The dogs live in the kennels. So like this, even the this cocks and the hens, they are also tamed by the animals and live in the shades. So this way they are useful to the humans. Now the animals are the gate crashers. Now some animals which enter our house unwelcome, they are unwelcome or uninvited. They destroy our crops like mice and rats. They destroy the grains. Even the spider, they bring the dirt in the house. The bed bugs, they are also harmful to us. So they are called the gate crashers because they enter our house uninvited. They are not tamed by us. Spider make cobwebs in the house. So sometimes you must have seen in your house the spiders cobwebs. The mosquitoes and flies and gnats and cockroaches. They are nuisance to us. That's why they are called gate crashers, because they are troublesome to us. They enter our house and harm us. So these are the animals which are called gate crashers. In the next page you will see the animals. We can group the animals in different characteristics. Now you can see here the young one of the animals like cow, dog, goat and rat grow up in their mother's milk. Now these animals have to feed their young ones. So this is the different type of animals. Now these have the four legs and they have hair on their body and they have external ears. Now which are these animals? The dog, goat and the cows and the buffaloes. So these are the different types of animals which are the different characteristics. The next is the birds. The birds, they fly in the sky, they make nest and they depend on their wings, and their body is covered with feathers. So which are these animals? You can see here the picture of the cock, then the eagle. They fly high and they make a nest also. The cocks live in the house while the eagle and the birds make nest, and they are looked after by the humans. So birds, these animals are different. They lay eggs. One more thing, these animals lay eggs and they look after their eggs. They hatch the eggs. So this is the different characteristic of this animal, that is the birds. The next is the fish. Now fish lives in the water. They also lay eggs, and in one time they lay lakhs of eggs and they move in the water. You can see the different parts of the fish. Here it is the fin, then the next is the scales, then this is the eye. The gill is used to breathe. The fish, when they swim in the water, they breathe with this gill. Then here also this is one more fin and the other. These are all fins which help the fish to swim in the water, and they use their gills to breathe in water. So this is another kind of animal, that is the fish which live in water. Then the other type of animals are which creep and crawls. What are the example? The first is the snake, then the lizards, the chameleons. They all crawl. You must have seen them. They crawl and on the walls. The snakes also crawl and they have scales on their body. The chameleons and house lizards have four legs, but these legs are very short. So if you have seen you must have seen the lizard in in your houses. So they have the four legs, and these legs are very short, and they help them to crawl on the wall. The snake does not have any legs at all. So this is another feature of this animals. So this is another characteristic of these animals which crawl, and which have some animals have no legs. And the other type of the animal is the insects. Now insects, you must have seen butterflies have the wings, then the bees. Now insects have six legs and they are smaller than the birds. And these animals which have six legs are called insects. The best example is the butterflies. The other example is mosquitoes, then houseflies and cockroaches. So this, you have to remember the names of this insects. So this is another characteristic of the animals. Now here you can see the picture of the bat. The bat have wings, but they don't have feathers on their body. Young ones of bats feed on their mother's milk. Now this is another special feature of this animal, is that though it looks like a bird, but it feeds the mother's milk. That is, the young ones of the bat feed their mother's milk. They don't lay eggs like the other birds. So this is the difference between the bat and the birds. Are not birds like the crow, sparrow, parrot or cock. Why? Because they don't lay eggs, and they are included in the group of cow, tiger, deer and mouse because they uh, feed feed their young ones. So that is why they are included in this big animals. They are not coming in the group of the birds. They, though they look like a bird, though they have wings, but they are animals like the cow, tiger, deer, and mouse. Why? Because they feed their young ones and are not laying eggs. So this is the another important characteristics of the animals. Now here you can see a column in which they have said the to put the owl, lizard and the cat. Now cow, dog and goat. In this group which animal comes? Cat, because they feed their young ones. Then crow, sparrow, parrot and cock. Which animal will come here? The owl, because it has wings like all these birds and it can fly, so it will come on this classification, that is with the crow, sparrow, parrot and cock. The last one, chameleon, house, lizard and snake. So snake, lizard will come in this group, that is chameleon, house lizard and snake. So this was the description and the characteristic of these animals, which have different colors, shapes and sizes. They live in different places and they move in different places to live. Like the big animals like tiger, elephant, they live in jungles. The fishes live in water. The small birds like birds live in the nest, and squirrel, they also live on the trees. The monkey also live on the trees. So this is the different characteristic of the animals. So from this lesson, we have learned that different animals are found in the air, on the ground and in water. So birds are found in the air. On the ground, we find the huge animals like elephant, tiger, lion, and in water, we find the crocodiles, the fishes. So these animals live in water. There are differences in the color, shapes, and sizes of animals, and also the way in and also in the ways they move. Now you see, you can remember, see we have discussed the animals. Some walk slowly, some run very swiftly, like the deer, while the other animals they crawl, like the lizard, snake, they crawl, and the frog, it jumps. So this is the different ways in which the animals move. We find some animals useful and we keep such animals. The example is cow, goat, buffaloes, even the hens. So these animals are useful to us. Some animals are a nuisance for us. Example is the spider, then the rats. So these animals enter our, even the lizards enter our house and disturb us. So they are the nuisance. Scientists classify animals according to certain important characteristics. That is, we have discussed in this lesson the different characteristics of the animals. So this was the lesson, lesson number 2 for standard third EVS. The name of the lesson is so many types of animals. So many different types of animals. So students, I have finished this lesson, lesson number 2. So many kinds of animals, EVS standard third.